television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan greets His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mubarak Al Sabah on being appointed as the Crown Prince of the State of Kuwait. The public debt in 2023 declines to about 15.3 billion Omani riyals and public revenues increased to about 12.5 billion Omani riyals. The Authority for Public Services Regulation approves a reduction in electricity bills for the residential category during the summer months by rates ranging from 5 to 20%. The volume of financial revenues of the Duqm Refinery and Petrochemical Industries Company reaches $2 billion in 2023. And an agreement is signed to establish 2 factories for petrochemicals industries in Sahar Free Zone. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has sent a cable of greetings to His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mubarak Al Sabah on being appointed as Crown Prince of the State of Kuwait. The actual performance of the state's general budget for the year 2023 indicates an increase in public revenues by 25% to reach about 12,542 million Omani riyals due to the increase in oil and non-oil revenues. The volume of actual public spending at the end of last year witnessed a slight increase of 2%, recording about 11,606 million Omani riyals as a result of increased social spending and support for stimulating economic activity. The total public debt until the end of the year 2023 amounted to about 15,300 million Omani riyals, a decrease of about 2,300 million Omani riyals compared to the year 2022 as a result of the Ministry of Finance managing government obligations and repaying parts of the loans. The Authority for Public Services Regulation approves the reduction rates on electricity consumption bills for the residential category basic account during the summer months. It also announced the fixing of the price of segments of electricity consumption units for the year 2024 at the same prices in the year 2023, with the aim of alleviating the increase in electricity bills during the coming months due to the rising temperatures, which lead to an increase in electrical energy consumption. The authority directs companies operating in this sector to calculate the reduction rates starting from last May until next August, and it will follow up on companies to implement the reduction rates in electricity bills during these months. The reduction rates for the 3 consumption segments last May came in varying rates. Consumers in the first segment, from 0 to 4,000 kilowatts, will receive a 15% reduction in the bill, while consumers in the second segment, from 4,001 to 6,000 kilowatts, will receive a reduction in their bills amounting to 10% of the bill, while consumers in the third segment, for more than 6,001 kilowatts, will receive a discount rate of 5% of the bill value. During the months of June, July, and August, the reduction on the first segment will be at a rate of 20% of the bill, while consumers in the second segment will receive a reduction of 15% of the bill, and the reduction will be on the third segment at a rate of 10% of the bill value. $2 billion is the volume of financial revenues achieved by the Duqm Refinery and Petrochemical Industries Company last year. The company's first sustainability report stated that the Duqm Refinery contributed by $6 million in local added value and in support for small and medium enterprises. It invested about $1 million in social projects in 2023. Last year, the Duqm Refinery and Petrochemicals Industries began the trial operation phase, received the first shipments of crude oil, and exported its first naphtha products before it was officially opened and operated commercially at the beginning of this year. Sahar Port and Free Zone has signed a land lease agreement with MAK Sahar Chemical Industries for 2 projects covering 5.8 hectares of land, representing a substantial $11 million investment in Sahar-free zone. The first project involves establishing a production facility for engineering polymers, elastomers, thermoplastics, olefins, special master batches, and compounds with an advanced urea inhibition unit featuring specific coating and packaging capabilities. The manufacturing facility will source raw materials from Oman, OQ Ladayan Park, and Europe to produce TPE, TPS, and various compounds for domestic and international markets in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, with an annual production capacity of 25,000 tons. Additionally, the facility will produce advanced urea inhibition coating tailored for European markets, packaged in 25, 50, and 1,000 kilogram bags. The Sultanate of Oman, represented by the Financial Services Authority, won first place in the World Summit on the Information Society Forum organized by the International Telecommunication Union held in Geneva. Oman's electronic disclosure platform, Bayanat, won the Best Digital Platform in the ICT application category. The Bayanat platform is an interactive digital platform concerned with regulating the disclosure of financial and non-financial data for public joint stock companies and investment funds listed on the Muscat Stock Exchange and other entities. The electronic platform provides fast and secure technology for disclosure reports as to unify the concepts of financial information and disclosure elements, which facilitates the handling of data by all dealing parties. The platform won first place after qualifying among the 5 best projects in the world in the e-business category, as the number of competing projects in this category reached about 360 digital projects. The Central Bank of Oman, CBO, has announced onboarding to the Gulf Payment System AFAQ for cross-border payments in local GCC currencies, which is operated by Gulf Payments Company GPC and owned by GCC central banks. The drive comes in line with the CBO efforts towards developing cross-border payment systems and adopting the latest technologies in the industry by improving efficiency and speed and contributing to cost reduction. CBO will continue its efforts to enhance the operation of national payment systems and integrate them to regional payment systems in conformity with global developments and market needs. Since it started operations in 2014, the Small and Medium Enterprises Fund in Ma has provided financing worth 161 million Omani riyals for a total of 1,409 projects undertaken by SMEs in the Sultanate of Oman. INMAP Fund extended the loan repayment period to a maximum of 8 years for most of the financing products that it offers. Since its establishment, INMAP Fund supported a large number of national projects that achieved tangible success and reflected positively on the national economy. It is noteworthy that INMAP Fund has allocated a total of 25 million Omani riyals for financing SMEs during 2024. The Omani Hajj mission for Hijri year 1445 AH left the Sultanate of Oman today for the Holy Lands. The mission was seen off upon its departure at Muscat International Airport by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed Al-Ma'mari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs. During its presence in Mecca and Medina, the Omani Hajj mission will serve Omani and non-Omani pilgrims. It will also look after the pilgrims' performance of Hajj rituals. The number of pilgrims from Oman this year stands at 14,000. As many as 13,500 of the pilgrims are Omanis, 250 are Arab residents in Oman, and 250 are non-Arabs residents. This is in addition to 31 licensed Hajj companies. Still to come in our news bulletin. To shed light on ancient historical eras, a permanent exhibition of archaeological finds is organized in a Dakhiliya governorate. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Royal Oman Police received a new batch of technical specialization holders as part of its continued procedures for employing citizens. The recruitment comes from the Royal Oman Police endeavor to consolidate the umbrella of security and safety by providing a model work environment to provide the best police services. The new batch underwent pre-employment testing before joining Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. They also went through physical and theatrical tests prior to joining Royal Oman Police. The Department of Culture, Sports and Youth in Al-Dhahira Governorate organized an intellectual seminar on Omani children's literature at the sports complex in the Wilaya of Ibri. The seminar discussed the concept of children's literature, its importance, characteristics, and types. It also reviewed studies on children's literature and its reality in the Sultanate of Oman and ways to enhance and advance it, in addition to discussing the role of libraries and information centers in encouraging children to read and promote positive values in children. The seminar included a dialogue session that reviewed children's experiences with children's literature and its contribution to enhancing youth culture and advancing their thinking, which contributes to creating a generation that loves reading and literary culture. To introduce some of the details of ancient historical eras, the Department of Heritage and Tourism in the Dakhiliya Governorate set up a permanent exhibition of archaeological finds. The exhibition, which includes many archaeological finds found during surveys and excavations in multiple sites, will provide visitors with an experience of viewing various collectibles from different time periods. Museums and private heritage houses are individual experiences through which owners try to display a number of collectibles, antiques, and national heritage treasures in an effort to preserve this heritage so that future generations can learn about the aspects of Omani civilization and national heritage identity. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism is making efforts to stand with the owners of museums and private heritage houses and provide support for the advancement of these museums to achieve their cultural and heritage missions. The Ministry of Health organized a seminar on strengthening the work of health committees in hospitals. The Ministry of Health aims through this seminar to increase its partnership with all governmental and private institutions in the field of promoting community health by reviewing the work of health committees and identifying the most prominent issues that contribute to their development in a way that ensures the promotion of health and the achievement of sustainable development. The opening of the discussion session was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Harib al-Lemki, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mubarak Al Sabah on being appointed as the Crown Prince of the State of Kuwait. The public debt in 2023 declines to about 15.3 billion Omani riyals and public revenues increased to about 12.5 billion Omani riyals. The Authority for Public Services Regulation approves a reduction in electricity bills for the residential category during the summer months by rates ranging from 5 to 20%. The volume of financial revenues of the Jokam Refinery and Petrochemical Industries Company reaches $2 billion in 2023. And an agreement is signed to establish 2 factories for petrochemicals industries in Sahar Free Zone. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night, and until next time.